I facilitated a kickoff for Startup Weekend, and I thought you would like the tool that I used. You see, Startup Weekends are all about action. So I used an energizer, but one that also teaches us something incredible about our interactions. I asked, who likes feedback? And I got crickets. I was the first to say, not me. I don't like feedback. I had to learn to make it work for me over the years. And some of us might say that we like it, but in the moment, rarely do most people enjoy it because as humans, we're better at seeing what is wrong than what is right. So most of the time, feedback seems critical. This doesn't mean that it's bad, it doesn't mean that it's good. It's simply yours to use how you like it. The challenge for most is, we aren't taught how to receive it. And we're not taught how to give it in a way that keeps the receiver in the conversation. So let me show you an exercise that you can do with your team and one super helpful phrase. Now, one of the best ways I've seen this experienced is with Marshall Goldsmith's FeedForward exercise. As a facilitator, I like to put my own spin on it, and you should too. One of the reasons I like this one is because it's great for any size group, and here's how I like to lead it. But be sure to like and subscribe if you're getting something out of this video. Now I say, in a moment, we're going to pair up, but before it gets loud, when you see me raise my hand in the air, that just means time's up for that segment. So raise your hand also and turn your attention back up front for the next level of learning because as a facilitator, you always want to provide direction, not chaos. Okay, so next I say, stand up, find a partner, someone that you didn't come with, and don't worry because this won't last long. You're going to get the chance to meet lots of people in this exercise. And then I say, okay, I want you to take 20 seconds to think of something that you're wanting to improve or a challenge that you're facing. It doesn't have to be monumental or too personal to share, just something from the heart. Now, be sure to hold this pause. You want to allow them time to think. I will often break eye contact with the group and look down at my watch to show them that I'm serious about giving them a few moments. And once the time is up, just go ahead and finish the instructions. And here's what I say. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to share your challenge or the thing that you want to improve with your partner and ask him or her for ideas or insights that you could use that might help. Simple, right? But here are the rules. When your partner finishes giving you their ideas to help, there's only one thing that you can respond with. Thank you. There are only 2 words you can use to respond. Thank you. And everyone in the room participates. Now, after the first person shares a challenge and receives ideas, the other person can share and you can provide ideas. And then I want both of you to quickly move through the room to find someone else to do this with. Because the goal is to have as many conversations with as many people as possible in the next 7 minutes, or 6 or 8, your choice. Sometimes I incentivize the group to say, whoever has the most conversations in the end will win a prize, and I give away a book. Usually it's the book I've given away the most that year. And then I remind them, there are only 2 words you can respond with after hearing the ideas or insights to help you. And they are thank you. And when it's time to start, I say, okay, the person with the longest hair can share their challenge and ask for insights first. Ready? Go. While the exercise is going on, I continually encourage people to move around the room. And when the time is up, I raise my hand. And then when it all dies down, I say, how was that? And the responses are always positive. You'll hear people say, it was fun, it was energizing, informative, insightful, I learned a lot. You're going to hear uplifting responses. It's really wonderful. And then I always ask, how did it feel to just respond with thank you? You're going to hear a little bit of a mixed response at first, but ultimately they will agree it was difficult. Ask why. They will say some version of, because we wanted to clarify. Now, Marshall's 3 punchlines are important, and here's where I always share them. He says, what do we learn defending our ideas? Nothing. What do we learn proving others wrong? Nothing. He says, the reason this format works is because we're focused on a future that we can change, not a past that we can't. And I like to emphasize just how much information that we can get in such a short period of time when we have a way to truly hear the feedback because we're using thank you as a mantra or a heuristic as our only response because it allows us to stop thinking about how we're going to respond and truly be present to hear the feedback. We stop judging the response and start listening. It allows the feedback to become a gift. Now, hearing feedback is one thing, but what's the best way to give feedback? If you've ever asked someone if they're open to feedback and they say yes, assume they aren't ready for it. Here's your super helpful phrase. Always begin your feedback with the following phrase. What I like about that is, and be sure to back it up with something. Again, begin your feedback with what I like about that is. Always start with something you like, because when you start with an affirmative judgment statement, the recipient will lean in. They'll know you listened, and this will keep creative momentum rather than stop the conversation with the first piece of critical feedback. Again, people might say they're open to feedback, but you never know. You can do this entire exercise all in 10 minutes. Leave a comment and let me know how you used it. But be sure to do me a favor. Win the day, y'all. Sincerely, your #1 sidekick.